Hello! The last few videos we've talked about love addiction and people who are love avoidant and what those mean. So by now I think that you may see some similarities in sex and love addiction. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and clarify the biggest difference. First of all, I'm going to say that love avoidant people are going to be more prone to addictions that have less emotional commitment or connection. Even if they're not using a substance, they would be more prone to sex addiction or gambling. Especially with the sex addiction, you're going to be getting that physical excitement and that kind of a rush in order to escape or avoid uncomfortable feelings or emotions. And it also has a sense of safeness because you're not emotionally connecting to anyone. So that's a big difference between love and sex addiction. Love addicts and sex addicts do, however, have a lot of similarities. And I will list them in the blog that I've linked below, like I always do. Some of the biggest ones, though, are that they both will use sex or romantic intrigue, so to speak, seduction, to hook a partner and also to keep a partner. They both will continue to go back to unhealthy relationships regardless of promises they make to themselves or to other people. They may constantly go back and forth with people they know are not healthy for them. They can become detached and unhappy when they're in relationships, and they can feel desperate and alone when they're not in a relationship. They both may avoid sex or relationships altogether if they have noticed unhealthy patterns. So they'll go to the opposite extreme and not have any sex or any romantic relationship in order to, quote-unquote, fix the problem. But again, if they're only treating the symptom, like I said in previous videos, then that's still not taking care of the main underlying issue. So unless they're getting some kind of support and they recognize why they're in this pattern, then it's not going to do them a lot of good. They both have inability or difficulty in being alone, but they also struggle with intimacy issues, and they both will mistake intense sexual experiences for love. So those are some of the things that make sex addiction and love addiction very similar. So they may recognize the patterns in one another. And a lot of times if a love addict or a sex addict gets frustrated with somebody else when they see these patterns, it may be because they're not really wanting to recognize the patterns within themselves. So stay tuned for more videos for more information on how to get through this sort of thing. Thank you.